Sometimes when we have a larger dog, a stronger dog, and a smaller person or a child or maybe a frailer older person, we sometimes suggest that along with training strategies for on the lead, we also look at equipment that can help us. Not that the equipment is going to pull the dog around, but that the application of the equipment will help the person feel more secure that they've actually got a strong connection to the dog. Sometimes if people are struggling, we'll put 2 pieces of equipment on the dog and we'll use a double-ended lead. That means that we can attach one end of the lead to one piece of equipment and the other end to another piece. So, a common piece of equipment that people will use is a head collar. Now the head collar, the head collar comes in many brands. Some are better than others. This is a Canadian one called a Nutrix. The basic premise is the same. It goes over the dog's muzzle, and in this case, it comes behind the dog's head, and it has a safety catch that goes onto the dog's regular collar. So there we are with a head collar. Now sometimes what we do with our double-ended lead is we'll go one end on the head collar and one end on the dog's regular collar. Now this sometimes helps me with Lakota if she gets overexcited about something because I'm attached at 2 spots. I don't ever pull her around. I don't ever use that to pull back. I still use my strategies of loose leash walking, but I feel more secure that she's attached to 2 pieces. Now sometimes people have got dogs that are even more exuberant than this. So what we can do is introduce a harness. This particular harness is an anti-pulling harness as well. So this is called a Spawn, and it's got a collar at the top, and then there are the 2 leg pieces. So that the way you put this on the dog is that you put the collar round the dog's neck, and then each leg piece, if we come this way, each leg piece will go just, you can just stretch it down, put the dog's leg, sorry, I just need to loosen this to get it to happen. Okay, so each leg piece, you just bend the dog's leg and go through. Other side here, bend the dog's leg and go through. It has a toggle that you can just slide down to make it the size that you want it to be, that it just fits neatly around the front of the dog's legs. And what you do with your double-ended lead is you put one end on the head collar and one end on the harness. Now that's a very good secure way to have your dog. I'll just move her around so you can see her. Sit. So I have a head collar and a harness attached to her now. I'm still not going to pull her. I'm still not going to have a competition against her pull. I'm going to use every strategy I've got, but I'm going to know that my backup is that there is a muzzle psychology happening there with a strap over her nose, and then there are 2 straps that go under the front of her legs there, and they come out the back here. They just have a little bit of an in and out movement that can just slow the dog down. This way, sit. So straps at the chest. Let's bring her around this way so you can see. This way, darling. Oh, she doesn't want to come that way. This way, that's a girl. Sit. Good girl. Sorry, the straps are there. She's a bit camera shy, but the straps are at the front of her legs. So there's an idea that people frequently say to me makes them feel more confident as they take the dog for a walk. And what we want is a confident person on the other end of the leash, and that's going to help the dog with their journey out in public.